17 and a half years married, 4 kids. I begged this man, please, I've never been out of the U.S. Can we please go out of the U.S.? I want to experience something new. Can we travel? Can we do something? No. I get a text from him 5 minutes ago. What does it say? Hey, I need your permission. It's in the planning, but me and Aaron, his fiance, are taking her kids and he wants to take Kylie to Mexico for spring break. And I said, because he needs my permission to do that. And I said, absolutely, it's a great experience for her. Just please watch her, have fun and be safe. But it's really, really hard for me because it's like 17 and a half years, 4 kids, and I begged you to take us or to take me and to do those kinds of trips and to spend that kind of time with us. And it was always no. And now you're giving this woman everything that I begged you for. Everything I begged you for, you are giving to her. People do that because they want to feel heard. They want to know that they're validated for feeling the way that they're feeling, that it's not right and it isn't okay. And it confirms my choice to divorce was right. Even though I'm the one that was shamed and I'm the one that lost friends of 15 years because they didn't want to be associated with me anymore because I walked away. It's just so hurtful. It's so hurtful when the person that you love and just you see them give somebody else everything that you asked for, and they turn around and give it to somebody else. And maybe it's because he's giving it to her because he realized, hey, Mandy left me because I wouldn't give it to her and I wasn't listening to her. I'm not gonna make that same mistake twice. But it still doesn't change the fact you're giving her everything I asked you for. You know, talking about self-worth and loving yourself, it's hard not to, when something like this happens, to go, why is she worth doing all of this for and I'm not? And why? And I know I shouldn't think that, but you can't help but think that. And then on the other hand, you're like, and why can't I find somebody who wants to give me those things and wants to love me and let me love them too in the same? Like, I'm not just saying give that to me, but like mutual, like I want to give you everything that you want and I want you to help me get the things that I want. But it just feels so unfair, and life isn't fair. And you know, it's a hard pill to swallow, but it is what it is.
You know, I was watching these types of videos where you see these women that divorce men because for her reason that, you know, she asked him something for years and she never got it, you know, to do on trips, to do vacations and stuff like that. And I don't know if these people will go to therapy or not, but at the end of the day, you have to get some self-reflection because he's now providing that what she wanted for some other woman. You make it seem like, I believe 2 case that, yeah, he's probably doing it because he doesn't want to lose her, but you got to also think, what else? He's also probably doing these things because she actually makes him feel good. She actually makes him happy. You think a lot of times men stay in marriages because they don't want to fail your marriage, right? They do love the person and they think about the family. They think about more than themselves, right? I believe when it comes to a man, why men don't leave marriages because they think more than just themselves, right? It's not just because of their own happiness, right? They think about the family union, the kids. They also think about the wife in a way too, yeah. because they don't want to fall into a broken home. They don't want the kids to be affected really mentally. You know, I mean, as long as you're not in an abusive relationship or things are just like very toxic, you know, even that, it won't be too crazy. Just, you know, you're not having such a loving feeling, but, you know, it won't be too crazy as long as you're together. But at the end of the day, you know, a man is a human being, you know, they think about their own, they think about their happiness too. So I like to say that, has she ever had any self-reflection that, did she make him happy? Why would he want to, in this 17 years of marriage, you know, give her something that, I mean, something that seems simple, you know, taking a vacation, do trips. Maybe why? Was he happy in that relationship as well? Obviously, she wasn't happy. So, in turn, was he happy? She obviously talking about her own happiness, but she never really mentioned how he was. Was he also happy in this relationship? Because if he wasn't, that could also show that why he didn't really put in the effort. He didn't bother to care about her feelings. Because he probably felt that she didn't care about his. I mean, I'm only talking about this on surface level of relationship, and the fact that she talked about her feelings and what he wasn't doing to make her happy. Because she didn't say nothing about the kids, you know, she didn't say nothing about the family. Only what he didn't do to make her happy. Nothing about, was he happy? Did she make him happy? Sometimes we only think about ourselves, and we forget that this is a, you know, partnership, or a marriage is two people, not just one person. Not just one person's happiness. I mean, who knows? It could be like she only thought about his happiness. She did everything for him, and he's a terrible person. But it's just because you see by how you see by the indicators, right? That, or when she broke the marriage, he found someone else. And he's doing all this stuff. If he was such a terrible person, it would be harder for that kind of type of person to move on and, you know, find someone else. Obviously, he can make someone else happy. Why couldn't he make her happy? On the flip side, probably because she couldn't make him happy. We constantly just think about what ourselves, self-gratification, you know, what we're not getting. We don't think about what the other person is getting. And that sometimes could ruin a marriage. I think it did not benefit her at all how she went about it. I didn't look deep into it, so this is just guesses. He's now with his fiance going on trips, while she's here crying about what he didn't do for her and he's doing for some other woman. I don't know if she's in a happy place with another man. I mean, it doesn't seem like that because she's crying about it. So who made out better in this divorce? Seems like the man. And he didn't make the divorce. She did. It could have been, you know, it's called thick and thin, you know? You could have worked on the marriage by someone told me that communication is the key, and that's true. I believe what fails a lot of marriages, a lot of relationships, is communication. We're not talking. And sometimes it's just because even if you're talking, the person is just not listening. Some people just listen to respond. Some people just zone it out. Some people don't listen at all. That's also, so over that time, over that 17 years, their relationship didn't build proper communication. So that shows an outcome that their divorce, he moved on to something better. she's crying about it on TikTok. This is the type of woman we see right now. A lot of women are divorcing at a 80% rate. Women are divorcing a whole lot more than men. And what's their future going to be? You always think the grass will be greener instead of making what you have better or fixing what you have. People think they're fixing it. They tried, but sometimes you hear more into it. They really didn't. But regardless of the point is that we have here an older woman divorcing someone that she had kids with to do what? To look for another man that could do better. Things are not better in the out there. You always think that things could be better. Well, things could be worse. So, you know, we hear a lot of stories that the future for women will be single, childless, just being by themselves completely. I mean, good thing she has a child, but the likelihood that she'll find a better man or a man that she thinks will produce a better marriage, it's not that high a percentage as you get older.
Okay, let me put y'all onto a little game. I'm telling y'all. Y'all gotta stop telling men what y'all want in a man. Because the man is only putting on the front to be the man that you want him to be. For instance, if he asks you what you want in a man, you say, I want a man that's going to take me on 5 dates, buy me flowers, open my door. He's going to do that because he know if once he gets to that 6th date, you going to let him get the heated water park slide with the super glide, with the super deluxe splash. So all he's going to do is just give you what you're asking for. That's why when I say when a man asks you, oh, what do you want in a man? That's why I always tell y'all to say, I've never had a good man. Can you show me? Because he has no choice but to prove who he actually is. And I promise you, y'all won't talk to a lot of them. You don't believe me? Try it. So I'm not going to listen to me. I never fucking listen to me. And I'm just, hey.
I'll watch the whole video. This is nothing but facts. If you are like me and you don't give a fuck about men, and if you have zero respect for men, not all men, but 99.99% of men, use this to your advantage. So men only approach you, men are shallow. They only approach you because they want to fuck you, right? So when guys ask you, okay, in all seriousness, so ask yourself, what can I use this nigga for? And then tell him that's what you're looking for in a man. And this man will do exactly what you said just so he can fuck you. Okay? Use these men because 99.9% of the time, they only just want to fuck.
Here's a woman that, instead of taking the advice of watching out for two-faced men, right? It's true that I do believe that, and I hate it. I hate two-faced people. I really do. I hate when you put in a certain image that you're really not. That's disgusting to me. So instead of listening to, I believe in advice, don't let people, take your words in and fake a persona. Instead of doing that, these are the type of women that men are dealing with. Saying, okay, 99% of men are terrible. 99%. So let's just use them. It's ridiculous. It is mind-boggling, right? So, and then this is the type of woman that will use men, and she will wonder when she gets older, where are the good men at? Because this type of woman is a terrible woman. She will likely, if she's not already, become someone's baby mama and be looked at as below average to a lot of men. Not just because of this way of thinking, but with the baggage she goes through, because that's not a healthy mindset. To just think about, let's use people. So, I don't know. It's crazy.